One of the games I wish I was able to play back then was T Fortress 2, especially when it came to the SFM animations and machinimas. It fit right up my lane because not so long ago, me and my cousin would make stories out of our gameplay sessions like Kirby, Super Smash Bros, and fighting Smash Tasm and all that and the likes. It really brought us encouragement to actually do more like this and make our own little make our own little machinimas. But Team Fortress opened a paradox box for me and really opened and widened my view to what machinimas could be. I never played the class-based system like this before. The cool guns, the unlockable, the trades, it was outstanding. And honestly, it stuck with me for a very long time. Unfortunately, after playing the game a little bit on Steam, my cousin took the laptop to college and I never seen that laptop ever again. And I felt a feeling of loss, feeling a loss of community that I built up while traveling on server to server. A loss of all the guns and all the skins I got for free because people were just nice to gifted enough. People were nice enough to just gift me hats and gift me costumes for no reason. That's something I really missed out on. So I went on with my life. I just kept going on, never really searched up anything after. And then this commercial showed up about World of Warcraft, and it was Mr. T saying that you can get an elf head mohawk.
I'm Mr. T, and this is my night elf mohawk. I'm Mr. T, and I'm a night elf mohawk. What's your game?
Bro, this trailer is actually dated as fuck. Who remembers Mr. T? Raise your hand. No one? Of course, you're all fucking Gen Z and Gen Alpha. There was a commercial of World of Warcraft about the new panda race that was coming to World of Warcraft, and I was curious enough to, see what that was all about. So I searched up World of Warcraft pandas, and then this video called Grind EXE. I clicked on it, and And whose video did I come across? It was That's Bullshit, all because I wanted to know about the new World of Warcraft race, Pandas, the Gmod Idiot Box series, and who's responsible for the Duke Nukem Forever videos, his bits, and also working with a lot of other contributors of the internet, like Colin Wackoff, Takahata 101, and Takahata 101 and Brent Daniels. That's Bullshit worked on Team 4 Star's animation for the Cell games when it was taking a very long editorial break and putting all their sweat and tears into the new episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. So he definitely helped fill up our time while we were waiting for the main event to happen. And also, That's Bullshit worked on Team 4 Star's animation for the Cell games.
Now let's let them
breathe.
Let's let them breathe. Let's see what they can do and what they would do in these given situations.
So he definitely helped fill up our time while we were waiting for the main event to happen. I gotta say, one of my favorite series from him was the YouTube Avenue. That was a riff on Darkside Phil.
Whoa!
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
For shitty gameplay, and was about like a demon named LP who would try to get him to upload videos but fucking it up all the time in the most hilarious way possible. And that's why it's a riff on Darkside Phil. Being part of the first wave of Gmod animators to come out in the early 2010s, Kitty's animation, or at least early on, bordered less on animation and more on the machinimas, practically using Gmod half the time for his videos because he could animate, but found like Gmod to be more of his passion, while strictly relying on the slapstick comedy that you would see in Red and Stimpy, Ed, Ed and Eddie, loud noises, crashing sounds. Colin was everybody by his peers, friends, and everyone else who was in the community at the time. He was genuinely one of the most funniest Gmodders out there, machinima makers. And I can't lie, Kitty0706 had to be the Michael Jackson of his craft, because what do you mean you can make like a couple videos and just have banger after banger? Like Ass Creed Enter the Anus, banger. Team Fabulous 2, banger. Moments with Heavy, French Toast, banger. Like, bro, like, there's no way. Like, I understand why people looked up to him. Fortunately, he would fall ill to leukemia in 2012. 2012, he would be in his gym class, chilling out, and then would fall unconscious. Going to the doctors later, it was found that he had leukemia, but it came back with a ravenous revenge. Still having hope, he would try his best to make time for video editing like he should, but unfortunately, he would pass away. Even to this day, people still yearn out for him. There's a video in 2023 remembering a legend still on Reddit who still yearn for him. Like I'm doing right now. I'm literally teaching y'all. Stricken by the loss of Colin's death, That's Bullshit would set up a donation fund to leukemia research and explaining his hiatus on how long he's been gone and why he's been inactive of making G My Idiot Bucks videos. But legends never truly die. Once you're on the internet, you kind of just live forever in people's minds, hearts, and they're waiting for the new generation to learn about you. That's Bullshit would make another video about his 2-year hiatus, but for an important reason. Like I said before in the video, he was working for Team 4-Star, while they were making episodes for their Bridge series on Dragon Ball. So that's where he's mostly been at. He never returned, forever to be lost to time, history, and hasn't been seen in 7 fucking years. And let's end the video on something more familiar. You guys know Bruce Stew? Well, I know him a little more than you guys. Let's just say I've been around the block. Auntie's definitely been around the block. And I know him when he was a part of Machinima. Yes, Machinima. The hosting of all channels like Respawn, Happy Hour, and letting people upload their animations / YouTube videos on their respective channels and end up growing a lot and ended up becoming shitty and falling down and burning. But let's talk about Happy Hour, the channel. Happy Hour was a channel where Bruce Stew made his very first known series that I know of, the Happy Hour Saloon. Our Saloon channel was a brand new channel where all the animators working with Machinima would upload all the videos too. But the main reason for this channel was
finally
BruceStew.com, and he was the original starter of this channel, starting a whole new series about this bar patron named Louis Stinson, and who would bring his little nephew Derek Stinson to bother his bartender Eric, and would complain about the gaming landscape and what was going on, and like talk about the Wii U Fit, the Fallout 3, alcohol, Assassin's Creed, when the pirate game came out, and the new Octodad game that came out that year too. Just your average run-of-the-mill web series that would just make fun of video games and parodied it, but it was animated, so it was pretty good. And this is where, Bruce would do his time, and on the side would work on his own channel, where it is story times, as you're all familiar with. And then later on in the series, Lou would bring his own best friend, and they would reenact the video games they would play. It was a really entertaining series, and when you look back on it, I guarantee it's still a good watch to this day. And people should really make their way to the Happy Hour Saloon channel and rewatch all the videos from Bruce Stew, because as all things do, they do come to an end. Bruce Stew's channel, Happy Hour Saloon, would shut down in 2017 because Machinima would fucking burn like they deserved, because they were doing horrible business practice and basically extorting people out their hard-earned money when YouTube started paying money. And it was well deserved. It was honestly a long time coming. And that's the end of the video. And I just wanted to, pay condolences to internet's past. Never forget where the internet came from. There's a lot of people who came before us, who did it before us. And I'm here teaching it. So, they're never forgotten. So if you really like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. And I plan on doing the end of animation on YouTube before YouTube started paying for watch time instead of viewership. So if you guys are really interested in that, I'll be uploading that in a week. All right, see you guys later.